Hello everyone, I'm Tim Young, Knox Goodwill Industries CEO President. 2020 was certainly a challenge. That's the only way to sum it up. It was really a challenge. And it did start out with elaborate plans. We had events, construction projects, software implementations, and employee development plans. Like everything else in 2020, nothing played out as expected. January did start out somewhat typically, except for vague news reports about a virus, which we all came to know as COVID-19. Plans for the organization continued as usual at that point, with preparations for the Awards of Excellence and ambitious plans for construction of a new retail store in Buckeye Lake, along with the zoning change for North River's Edge near the Grove. Little did we know, life-altering events were just around the corner. Rezoning of the property for North River's Edge actually went without a hitch through New York City zoning. Then February and early March hit, and chaos became the norm. News reports about coronavirus became more concerning, and the organization had no choice but to act, and act we did. In March, the organization composed a pandemic viral event plan. The plan identified several triggers, noting action to be taken by the organization to keep our employees, our clients, and our customers safe. The first of several cancellations were implemented, including conducting all our Board of Trustees meetings on virtual platforms for the remainder of the year. The Awards of Excellence and annual meeting was canceled due to government restrictions on gatherings. Then, with the likelihood of a full economic shutdown imminent, Knox Goodwill enacted a COVID-19 Emergency Compensation Response Program. The Emergency Compensation Response Program was established to ensure all Goodwill employees would continue to be paid their salaries for a period up to 30 days, even if their worksite closed. Not 1 week after the program was launched, all of our retail stores were closed due to Ohio's stay-at-home order issued by Governor DeWine. The program received an overwhelmingly positive response from our employees. In fact, we extended the closing of the program through July, when nearly all of our staff were able to return to work. At the beginning of May, our thoughts shifted to the hope of summer fun. Our retail staff were excited to get back to work. On May 12th, non-essential retail locations were permitted to open following Ohio's Safe Restart guidelines. Retail stores looked significantly different upon reopening. Plexiglass barriers and cloth face masks were now the fashion. Plus, hand sanitizers became the new norm. As the month progressed, more areas were permitted to reopen, including offices, parks, campgrounds, and banquet halls. People were anxious to get out of the house, and despite the risk, several vacations were planned. In late July, the organization implemented yet another practice, the post-vacation mandatory quarantine period. Employees who chose to travel to a travel advisory area were required to quarantine and/or test negative for COVID-19 before returning to work. Travel advisory notices continued throughout the year. Through the drama of store closings and learning the technicalities of video calls and virtual meetings, our Career Services Division continued to work as an essential service provider. Our summer youth program was one of the few in Licking or Knox counties to offer these services, eventually providing work experience or virtual career exploration to 89 at-risk youth. The success of this program led to record revenue numbers for the division in July. There was a glimmer of hope over the summer and early fall, with falling infection numbers and improving retail sales, including 2 record sales months through our shopgoodwill.com online store. Our plans for implementing 2 major software packages were in full swing, with GoldTech point-of-sale software providing our first ever digital production tracking. The finance department continued to work diligently in converting years of historical financial data and preparing to launch a cloud-based financial ed accounting software themselves. The only major in-person event of the year was our groundbreaking ceremony for Goodwill at the Lake. Months of planning showed progress, and finally on September 2nd, myself and board chairperson James Hobson broke ground at this site in Buckeye Lake. Shortly after the groundbreaking, the first swing at the old building in a traco was taken by myself, probably my highlight of the year. With the holidays approaching and coronavirus cases trending up, we continue to operate under the new normal. Throughout the year, staffing was difficult, although Goodwill was able to retain far more employees by guaranteeing their salaries during the stay-at-home order. Staffing continued to be staggered with planned closures surrounding Thanksgiving and the Christmas holiday. All of our staff worked hard, whether it was from home or behind a barrier. Despite the challenges, the organization was still able to complete our 2016 to 2020 strategic plan. During the year when canceled was expected and face masks became mandatory, the strength of licking Knox Goodwill continued to shine.
Smile for me.
Melinda Baker is described as enthusiastic, kind, and thoughtful to her fellow employees through her execution of her job duties at Goodwill Knox.
So glad you're here.
Yes.
So glad you're here.
Thank you.
Good to see you today.
Donna Stone King is thorough, detail-oriented, and committed to our mission as shift manager at Goodwill Johnstown.
You just do whatever you need to do because we're not going to use the audio from it. It's just you working.
Even more so than Tom. Just kidding. You're going to have to edit it.
Ricky Brown brings enthusiasm, style, and personality in the execution of his duties as assistant manager at Goodwill To Go.
Pour it out too. No. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Why should they vote for me?
Because you're an amazing employee.
posture.
Why not?
Look how good.
Tom Fogel is focused and dedicated as manager of Goodwill to Go. You can't leave anything lying around or he will find a way to sell it.
Posture is.
Yeah.
Willis has the best posture of anyone here.
Oh, I thought you were pointing at me.
Emma Meyer's dedication, compassion, and love of children has helped her shine as camp counselor at the Grove by the River.
When you're ready.
Keep right on going.
Dustin Walters' long-term commitment and attention to detail helped guide his crew at the Ohio Fire Marshal Academy.
Yep, you don't even have to look at me. You just keep right on going.
Thorough, reliable, dedicated, and willing to do whatever needs to get done. Lisa Mulcare is an excellent manager at DSCC.
Pick the day. Just happens to be the day.
Whether she's juggling employees, coordinating contracts, putting out fires, or placing orders, Trish Engel does it all with a smile on her face and is always willing to help get the job done.
All right, you look nice enough. Okay.
Goodwill Career Services goes above and beyond, collaborating with our community to find the perfect position for each of our participants. Congratulations to the 2019 Career Services Participants of the Year, Billy Jackson and Billy Mills. In the face of great challenges, your Goodwill Retail Division was able to finish a successful year with the assistance from all of our staff. However, one person stood as a shining star. Shelley Pelton helped the Goodwill Plus store in Fredericktown make budget through the entire year. Shelley was one of only a few employees who volunteered to come in and collect donations left outside throughout the day. She even took on the role of sanitizing and quarantining donations herself. Congratulations, Shelley Pelton, your 2020 Retail Employee of the Year. Cleaning and sanitizing work was suddenly classified as essential in 2020, and your Goodwill Contracts division met the challenge head-on. Wesley Dow went above and beyond to keep his contract operational through the shutdown of 2020. Wes did his best to acquire much-needed supplies to keep the facility safe and operational while maintaining required safety protocols. Congratulations, Wesley Dow, your 2020 Business Employee of the Year. 2020 presented a new set of challenges for your Goodwill administrative workforce. However, one staffer performed exceptionally well. Lexi Rowland oversaw record sales on our online auction site in 2020. Lexi has helped take Goodwill to Go to the next level of excellence through quality customer service, team building, and a passion for what she does. Congratulations to Lexi Rowland, your 2020 Administrative Employee of the Year. Goodwill Career Services did not slow down through 2020. In fact, job training services were not interrupted throughout the entire year. 2 successful participants were able to overcome their obstacles and gain competitive employment in 2020. Congratulations to your Career Services Participants of the Year, Colton Milner and Kayla Pierce. We pay tribute to the memory of one of our own with the presentation of the Amy Crum Perseverance Award. Amy was an employee of the Coshocton Avenue retail store until her passing in January 2017. Amy was well loved by her customers, coworkers, and anyone she encountered. She always had a smile on her face and lived by the mantra, "I help you, you help me." This award is offered as a tribute to a Goodwill employee who has grown to become indispensable by way of demonstrating kindness, growth, and dedication in the execution of their job duties in the face of radical change. Licking Knox Goodwill is pleased to present the 2020 Perseverance Award to Austin Hamilton, IT Specialist. Pat Wolf began her career with Licking Knox Goodwill in 1989 as a volunteer. She was well known for her sense of humor, dedication, cheerful presence, and smile. Her ability to inspire those around her helped her to be promoted to contract manager at Goodwill's Ohio State Fair contract for several years. She became a staple in the contracts division and would often provide her opinion on how to better the organization and its operations. Sadly, Pat fell ill in 1999 and passed away on January 8, 2000. Because of Pat's enthusiasm for Goodwill and her admiration she earned from staff and customers alike, the Pat Wolf Award of Excellence was established to honor her memory and to recognize a Goodwill volunteer, employee, or trustee who demonstrates Pat's qualities. This is our most prestigious award. The 2019 Pat Wolf Award of Excellence is presented to a long-term trustee who has repeatedly demonstrated their dedication to our mission through countless hours of volunteerism while quietly sharing his passion for Goodwill within our community. Congratulations, past board chairperson, Rich Failer. The 2020 Pat Wolf Award of Excellence is presented to a long-term employee who has helped Goodwill's Contracts Division grow into the powerhouse it is today through fostering relationships with our customers and the community alike. Congratulations, David Simetz, Vice President of Contracts.
On behalf of Licking Knox Goodwill Industries, we wish you the best and congratulations to all the winners.